Good morning everyone. Myself CH Nikhil and my roll number is 32. I am from CSIT branch. Today I am going to say about Einstein coefficients in applied physics. Induced absorption, stimulated absorption, the process in which an atom-sized system in lower energy state is raised into higher energy state by electromagnetic radiation, which is a quanta of energy is equal to the difference of energy of the two states is called stimulated absorption. That means the lower energy state is raised to a higher energy state by electromagnetic radiation, so that the quanta energy is equal to the difference energy of the two states. So this is known as stimulated absorption. And here are the examples that is E2 equal E2 and E1 graphs. Before the lower energy state, the graph will be uh, in reverse direction. After the electromagnetic radiation and quanta energy, the difference between the two energy states is known as induced absorption. That means H nu equals to E2 minus E1, and this is known as induced absorption. Spontaneous emission. In the atom initially at upper state E2, it can brought to E1 by emitting photon of energy H nu. This is known as spontaneous emission. In the atom initially at upper state E2, E1 can be brought through photon emission of energy H nu. This is known as spontaneous emission. Here are the graphs of spontaneous emission before atom when it is not in excited state, and during the excited states, and after the ground state. These are the graphs. Stimulated emission. According to Einstein, under certain condition, it is possible to force an excited atom emit a photon by another photon, and the incident light wave must be in same phase. Hence we get an enhanced beam of coherent light. According to Einstein, a certain condition that force of an excited atom emit a photon by another photon, and this incident wave must be in same phase. When it will be in same phase, it is known as stimulated emission. And here is the excited state and the ground state graphs. Stimulated emission, we know that formula E2 minus E1 equals to delta I, that is H nu. Population inversion. Population inversion occurs when a system such as a group of atoms or molecules exists in a state with more members in an excited state than in lower energy states. The concept is of fundamental importance in laser science because the prediction of population inversion is necessary step in workings of standard laser. Population inversion occurs only when the group of atoms or molecules exist in a state with more members in an excited state. The concept of this population inversion is the fundamental importance in laser science because the production of population inversion is necessary step in working of standard laser. In the process of working of standard laser, the necessary step is the population inversion. And Einstein's coefficients and Einstein's relation. We know that Einstein's coefficient and Einstein's relation, that are, let n1 and n2 be the number of atoms in the ground state and excited state, and sigma r is the energy density per unit volume. Then the ratio of absorption per unit volume equals to B12 into sigma r into n1. Ratio of spontaneous emission per unit volume, A21 into N2. Ratio of stimulated emission per unit volume, B21 dot sigma r dot N2, where B12 and B21 and A21 are Einstein's coefficient under thermal equilibrium. The rate of absorption equals to rate of emission. Einstein's coefficient where B efficient under thermal condition, the rate of absorption equal to rate of emission, and this is the condition and the relations between Einstein's relation. Here is the derivation for the Einstein coefficients, and by the derivation we can get Einstein's relation. At last A21 equals to B21, that means we get last coefficients relations. At last we get that conclude that rate of absorption equals to rate of emission. By this, we get this formula A21 by B21 equals to 8 by h nu cube mu cube by c cube. And applications of laser. Modulator laser beam have been used for communication in medical field. Higher power laser have been used for cutting and drilling holes in hard metal and diamonds. They have been used in the production and research with holograms. They are also used in high speed photography and fiber optics. And conclusion. Lasers are devices which amplify light and produce beams of light which are very intense, directional and pure in color. Laser action is preceded by three processes, namely absorption, spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. They can solid state, gas, semiconductor or liquid. Laser can be used for many applications, helped people develop in many things in our daily life. Thank you.